Rice Lou Leonard first annual basketball camp. You know, we basically just trying to help the youth out, get back everything that we learned from the game of basketball. We just try to do things that, you know, a lot of people that didn't do that had the opportunity to do the things that we're doing right now. So we just giving back, you know, to our community and just trying to help the younger generation get to where we got or further. So, you know, this is our first annual basketball camp for girls and boys. And every year, you know, we're going to look forward to doing the camp and get bigger and better with it. On my whistle. Good job, y'all.
Y'all know who it is. Spado, On Deck Entertainment, Major Figures. Y'all know the history. One of Philly's, people say I'm a legend. I don't really look at it like that. I'm just fortunate to make it out of these streets. You know, I'm here at Lewis and Maureece basketball camp. And, you know, sometimes, you know, you see a lot of young black men out here, they get a bad rap, like they don't really get it. You know what I'm saying? These two kids really get it. You know, a lot of people get their money just to tell people they get their money, but very few people get their time. So shout out to them for what they do for this community. You know, born and raised around here. You know, I got love for them, so whatever they need from me, I'm here.
I think it's a good experience for Lou to have this camp give back to the community. I mean, it's going all right so far. It'll get better as the days go on. I mean, kids don't really know what's going on right now. They want to just run up and down, play, but we're going to get back into the fundamentals of basketball. I think that's a lost art in the game. Like, kids go straight into work now and they lose the fundamentals of the game, so I think that's what we're trying to do here.
I'm out here at Springfield. I'm a helper here at the camp. I'm also a college basketball player. It's good with Maureece and Lewis doing the camp today, helping these kids get better, keeping them off the street with everything that's going on in the city, and just bringing a positive image to the world itself and Philadelphia. So that's about it.
Curtis born in Berkeley. You know, up here at the Maureece Lou Leonard camp. You know, supporting these guys, man. You know, it means so much to these young kids, for the older people. So, you know, show them the ropes on how to make it and things like that, man. And just up here to support these guys, you know, wish them the best, you know, wish them much success on the camps to come, and keep doing y'all thing.
My name is Trey Williams, Next Gen Sports Training, personal trainer to LaShawn McCoy. Here today for Maureece Rice's and Lou Leonard's camp, here for the youth. I'm just here to help out any way I can, just to let the youth know that be wise and mindful of their choices that they're making. Being dedicated, being a scholar as well as an athlete, and just making the right choices. Being successful takes more than one thing, and I think the physical part is just one aspect of it, but their whole demographic and how they live in their life outside of sports makes up their whole athlete. What I want the youth to realize today is that they can be great. They just had to make the right choices. They had to be around the right people. And they gotta have a desire to want to be successful. All right, so that's my main goal. I started working with LaShawn McCoy when he was in the 10th grade. And I just want to take and help these guys realize that they can be the next LaShawn McCoy. All right, so there's greatness in everybody. I just want to pull out the greatness, and I believe this is a great thing that Maureece Rice is doing here for the kids, and I just want to add to that. I think this is a great thing they're doing here, and this is the first year doing it. I look forward to being a part of this, and I'm excited.
What's going on, everybody? So we're about to share with you today. Here with Lewis Leonard, Club Bulgar, talking to him about plans in basketball overseas, his rise to fame, also about his camp coming up with his Rice. Lewis is the man, and also is the basketball player. Hope you enjoy the more from the sport edition.
See you again working out, getting ready for overseas. See you got your strength and power initiative and all the time. Showing us the runners, love. But I want to get into the camp. And we're starting your first annual camp with Maureece Rice. Start next week, starts Monday. We're promoting to have you all. We've been seeing it promoting to our fans as well. We're doing, you know, let the fans know about?
Definitely, we having a camp for the youth ages 7 to 16. I mean, we just trying to get back to our community, show them the fundamentals of the game, and just bring back basketball to this community, man. Let the kids come out and have fun, bring in some special speakers to talk to them, and show them the game, basically.
If you could have a chance to tell any camper or any young player coming up in the city of Philadelphia about getting to the next level, what would you tell them?
I would just say hard work and dedicate yourself to the game. Dedication, man. You gotta want it. That's it. Hard work.
Now, when you attended Frankfurt, you was considered one of the best scorers in the high school era. I believe this is possibly, you started off, you Deontay Christmas, the twins, Rodney Green. I think you guys started off with the best era in Philadelphia basketball history. What do people think you were a scorer, but you did other things as well. What did you think people underestimate about your game?
As far as my defense, I always played defense because I never wanted anybody to score on me. And I took a lot of shots, so I had to play defense.
Gotcha.
But, I mean, I played the game all around. I passed the ball when I had to. And I always gave my teammates the confidence to play at a high level. I mean, that's one thing people don't know about me, man. I always told my teammates the right things to do to motivate them.
Now, your path to overseas has been a little different than others. You had to be a prep school. You tried to do your college thing. You did that successfully, very successfully. 2 stints in California. You had offers from Alabama, Tennessee, but you decided to go to St. Bonaventure. What was the decision in that?
It was an easy decision. I was supposed to come in and play, do my thing right away, and I could play in front of my family. That was the biggest thing. And I thought that school could give me a chance at the next level.
But when you got to St. Bonaventure, it didn't necessarily work out in your favor. I mean, I personally didn't think you were given a chance to show your time, and you guys were pretty good. You had a lot of Philadelphia talent, you and Michael Melody. That was a good backcourt. I think that could easily, Andrew Nicholson, I think you guys could have made noise in the A-10. But unfortunately, they didn't give you the chance. People, when kids see these guys sign to Ohio State, Florida, and then they'll see a guy sign like a lesser school like the St. Bonnie or the South, they automatically think like, man, if I want to go to the NBA, I gotta go to a Big Ten school, I gotta go to an ACC school. But you played in an A-10 school. What would you want to tell kids, young guys about that?
It ain't about the highest level playing. It's about going where you're gonna play at and get the opportunity to showcase your skills and get a chance to win. I mean, it ain't always about playing at the highest school, even though everybody want to do that. But at the end of the day, you want to go where you can play at.
Now, you're personally one of my favorite players because of what you can do on the court. You're a good shooter. Like you said, you can defend. People don't realize that, and you can attack off the dribble. Overseas, they play a lot different than American style basketball. What have you learned playing over here and over there?
Overseas, it's more of a physical game. The Americans, they don't give us no fouls, no calls. And they play zones too over there, so you gotta be ready to catch and shoot. And it's more mental, man. You gotta play through a lot of things.
Now, players go overseas, people think, oh, the money's tax-free. They do take care of you over there, don't get me wrong. But then they don't hear about the culture shock. Players not being able to learn the language. I was reading tweets when the lockout happened, Kenyon Martin said he fired 6 chefs over in Japan because they didn't like the food. You have to really adjust. Yeah. Such as myself, your father as well, when you're being away from your family, being in Philadelphia and being in South America. How was that? How did you manage that?
The adjustment was hard because it was so much media where I couldn't hide and shy away from it. I had to talk, so I had to learn the language. I had a couple translation books. I had teammates that helped me out. The fans want to talk to you, and you gotta be able to talk to them.
Now, people may have not seen you play. Who would you compare your game to today? I know who I would compare it to. Who would you compare it to?
Who you got? I want to hear who you got.
I like a lot of old school players. I think you like a Vinnie Johnson, instant offense, and then you're strong, so you can defend. You're quiet. People people tend to take that, like, they don't think you have that killer instinct, but when you're on the court, like, when I see you play, like, give me the ball and get out the way. I like players like that, but then you also defer to your teammates and set everybody else up. I just like that about your game. I think that's how you play.
I would say like an older player, probably like a Catino Mobley type game. And right now, like J.R. Smith, like how I want the ball and shoot the ball, but he don't play D like me.
So now you're trying to get back overseas. Would you like to go back to Beaumont?
Yeah, they want me back. We're in talk right now with the up and coming season in October. I'm thinking about it. I'm gonna weigh my options.
I've also seen online that it was a South African team. They had your name on the roster. I remember we talked about that. You didn't say you didn't know too much about that. Any updates on that?
No, I didn't know anything about it. I tried to contact the coach to see like why my name was on the roster. I don't know what happened with that.
How was that like playing after, like, going back playing on the road?
I would love to go play there because like they love to see Americans. They look up to us. They want to learn from us the fundamentals of the game and stuff. I would love to take that challenge to show them.
Now you hear this all the time. People say use basketball. Don't let basketball use you. You allow basketball to provide to feed your family, travel the world, and things of that nature. What is the best thing about being on the court?
For me, it's the fans and the love of the game, man. It's just something in your blood. You want to go out there and compete each and every night, man. And the fans cheering you on. Man.
Now, I asked you whether you want to be able to compete in the Run Family tournament. I didn't see you play. Was there any complications?
Usually we have a team every year. My injury, which happened in Beaumont, I pulled my team out. We'll be ready to compete next year. We always mad. We love to come play in our city and compete. Like when we play in that Rump tournament, we want to win. That's the biggest tournament in the city.
Now, back to playing overseas, you played in like South America. I looked online, the fans loved you. What was the best part about being over there?
Like I said, the fans, it's different. Over here, the NBA players got security after the games and all that. After the game, the fans come on the court, man, win or loss. You signing hundreds and thousands of autographs, Even if you lose, you might not want to do it sometimes, but you see the kid's face, you brighten up and you do it, You might not get that opportunity again.
You can't Maureece Rice is starting on the 6th. He's another legendary player as well. How did you guys come up with the concept of giving back to the community for the kids?
Because Reese did one last year and it was very successful. And he was like, if we both do it this year, we're going to bring the whole city out and just show them the game. We wanted to be annual, year in, so the kids could look forward to it. Come out and compete against each other.
Now, I seen pictures online, you guys are working out every day. I also seen you guys had Brandon Austin here, Jaquan Newton that played in Central Florida. So you guys playing with some relatively young guys.
Basically, I'm running workouts too, so I'm working them guys out. Those newer guys, I just started working them out this summer, and it's going real well.
It's a lot of young guys coming up. Anybody you like Dave Jones out of Arkansas, Carroll, he's pretty good. He's a top 5 recruit. He has offers from Kentucky. Sean Lloyd.
I got
who you like?
See, I ain't been into the basketball, but I got players that I brought up, that's coming into the scene, like the guys that I worked out, Dane Wall, Fontaine Wesley, Danell Howard. Those younger players, those are the ones I look forward to. But I like my nephew Quadir Allen, Josh Sharkey, the pretty pace.
There's a lot of guys that's on the rise that a lot of people know about.
I like the younger guys that I seen actually come up.
Yeah, put in the work. And I actually enjoy players like that because you see the growth from Howard and beginning to now. So yeah, I could definitely agree with you about that. Now, coming from the Hansberry section of Philadelphia, when people think about Philadelphia basketball, what comes to your mind?
the toughness, the competitiveness, man. All across the city, the guards. I mean, when you come in the gym, you gotta bring your A game. Any gym you go to in Philly.
Now, coming up, I'm pretty sure it's guys you watch. Who did you watch coming up? You say Katina Mobley, he was a legend in Colorado, of course, and I've seen the NBA, the Rockets.
I watch Maureece Rice, older guys like Howard. I mean, it's a couple players I can just name. Well, a little older than me came in this area, Stephon Jackson, Khalil Hartwell.
Stephon Jackson went to UTEP, he was real good.
Yeah, you mean those older guys I watch. I mean, and we come from the same section, Deontay. I mean, we all in this section, so.
Now, the season, you trying to get back to Beaumont again, you guys were talked in October. If you happen to get in with no week before them, we have a ball in here around. Is there anything I want you to show us what you've been working on this offseason? Shot, getting on drill. What have you been working on?
I really just been working on my own ball handling. Like I said, I've been pretty much hurt recovering. I want my ball handling to get sharper and my consistent jump shot off the catch and shoot because they play zones up over there. You can't put the ball down as much. They're gonna help. So consistent jump shot.
Now, coming up in the city of Philadelphia, you're considered one of the best players. One of the guys I looked up to. We went to the same high school, whatever, you were before me. But I always wondered, the lifestyle, how was that? Because you've been recognized all over the city, and you played against Wayne Elton. They weren't getting as much shine as you, and them guys in the NBA. So, how does that strive you to make you better?
Like I said, at the time when I was in high school, I really didn't embrace it. That's why I embraced the fans and stuff so much. That's why I embraced the fans so much now, because when I was in high school, I didn't embrace it. I didn't know what I was doing. I just was a young kid out there playing basketball. I didn't care if people liked me because of basketball or they didn't like me. I just was having fun.
You played under Coach Ben Dubin. I think you're the second best player behind Anthony Chennault.
Anthony Chennault. Why? Because he got a championship?
Well, championship speak. I'm not gonna lie, you my boy.
Great player.
You my boy, but in my eyes, championship speak.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like he was a guy, 12th man on the bench. He was the man.
Now,
but you was the man too.
What would you say if I had a championship and I played all 4 years? I played 3 years and I'm the second all-time leading scorer.
It don't matter how many years you play. If you didn't win a championship, then you would have been considered tied for number 1.
So look,
seniority only comes into play when the competition's close. You got 2 different positions.
I want to say one other thing. If I ain't break my wrist my senior year, I ain't missed it.
You can't say that because you still came back and averaged one of the highest percentages in high school history.
I came back a game before the playoffs. And
still dropped over 20 points. That goes to show, once again, the type of player that I said you are, a tough-minded player. You broke your wrist. That's your wrist. That's a digit. You need that to shoot, and that was a strong part of your game, offense. If that goes wrong, Frankfurt, that's our school, but they go 5-20.
I think that played a major role in it. But you take Anthony Chennault, man, we can have a pool, man. I think I might come out on top.
I don't know. I'm not the older Frankfurt alum.
What about John Davis, man? He's a great guy.
I didn't see him play. I've seen you and I've seen tapes of Anthony. So
I take me and Kenny Spotwood against anybody. I go up against.
I think in Frankfurt again. I like Spotwood's game. I've seen Spotwood play. Spotwood, he gives you that Pippen type of. He's like that Scottie Pippen type of player. That game against Gratz in the playoffs, they got cheated. Just senior year. I think Spotwood and them boys, they should have won that game. And then you get to the championship and lose against Scooty Randall. I don't know what happened, but that's another story for another time. But out of all the guards that played at Frankfurt, I think you probably were the best. Spot was a close second. We could do our research. But Spot was a close second because I've seen him play. I've seen tapes of Anthony play, so I think he's no more player.
Yeah, I heard of Anthony. I never seen him play.
His son Tony's not bad.
He's a great player. Both of the Chenaults are good. To me.
But Tony, it's another Chenault. Tony has a third.
Sean Chenault.
Yeah, I went to middle school. I think he's better than Tony. I think.
Left-handed player.
He's
I
very
don't think
good.
he's better than
You don't
his
think
brother.
he better? I don't know. I think I'll take Sean because a lot of people didn't get to see Sean at his full potential. Sean was scared. Like Sean was nasty. Like people don't realize that Sean was in your face. He'd dunk on you.
And
Take you up the dribble.
Ben Franklin, you know, we played Sean Chenault, and man, you knew what happened. But we ain't gonna talk about that.
Now you playing at Frankfurt. Philadelphia at the time, they weren't allowed to compete for states. I don't think you guys were able to compete for states. I think you were, but until the Twins won it, people didn't really take Philadelphia basketball seriously. They thought it was all a bunch of one-on-one guys. It wasn't teamwork. But if you look at the teams at that time, you guys played team basketball. It just, I think, playing in beginning times playing in the States was a little difficult because it was different. Yeah. I think you playing each other like it was basically running the mill. It's a lot of tough teams, so you guys beat up on each other all season. By the time the state playoffs rolled around, you guys were beat up. But what would you have to say about that?
I think the States, my junior year was the first year of the States. And like they just letting us in, so they didn't really want to let us win the public league schools. So I mean, I think we did well going to the States.
Do you think if being able to compete in states a little earlier would help your recruitment a lot more?
Yeah, it would have helped my recruitment. It would have gave me more points. Yeah, a lot of things would have happened.
Now you did 2 stints out in California, Junior College. You did San Bernardino. How was your time there?
My time was there great. I think I learned how to play harder. I learned the game. Man, I went from averaging 12 points. I had 6 people on my team that averaged double digits my first year. A great team. To lead in the state in scoring, being one of the best players in the country my sophomore year. Top 2-3 player in the country in junior college.
What would you take back in your time from junior college? Because you people are always playing junior college. But so if you look at the Division I landscape now, junior college national JUCO players of the year are going to Division I programs, especially like West Virginia. Where like 2 years in a row they're leading scorer and the best player with JUCO National Player of the Year. A lot of people don't realize. Look at Nardine Lisney. He did JUCO at that time. He got, things happened, but he got the St. John's and he was a beast.
Definitely. Junior college players are Division I players that ain't had the grades. People don't understand it. Like, and there's guys that's hungry trying to get scholarships in junior college. So
I mean,
it's tough.
Like talking to my brother, he would tell me all the time, like, don't mistake a Division I player and a D2 player. Like the only difference is like a grade or his team didn't make states or he did something wrong. Like that's the difference. Like when I see you guys play, like I see you play against NBA players, I don't see why you can't be at somebody's training camp right now. What's going on?
I think get a year overseas and I be in somebody's training camp. I keep working hard and believe in God. I believe in myself. That's all that matters. And I really believe that I could play at that level, or at least get a shot at that level.
Now, you say you want to use overseas to hopefully get yourself into an NBA training camp. Reese had a chance. He was like National 6 Man of the Year. George Washington. They played Duke real tough. He crossed the line. And his story is about him almost signing an Adidas contract in like the 4th grade. Things of that nature. He played in NBDL. That's also up and coming league. Does he give you any advice on what's it like?
He give me all the advice about the game, like the level of play, the workouts, what you gotta do, and the politics of the game. We talk about that a lot. He went to area and averaged 19 on a good team, and he didn't get his call up. It's real political. He should have got called up to the team. He went to Cleveland Cavaliers Summer League team. He's better than a lot of them players, but they bringing in rookies that they trying to invest in. And it's all about being given the opportunity.
The NBA is almost European basketball in America, just with better athletes. Do you think a guard of your position, your style of play, is going to be a lot harder for you to make that jump to the NBA from overseas?
It's all about the fit, what a team needs. Any team, like the Spurs might need me to shoot threes and defend. It's all about what a team needs. You play with a LeBron, all you gotta do is be open, make shots and defend. You can't put a guy on the Milwaukee Bucks and expect to do everything. his first year, especially a guy like me. I ain't scared of the challenge, but I mean, I think that'll be tougher than a team like the Spurs are playing with LeBron.
Gotcha. Now, if it's teams probably going to see this, if you could tell them anything before we close this interview up, what would you want to tell them?
Leonard going to come in and give you 100% every day. He's going to work hard every day. And I mean, I'm a people's person. My game going to speak for itself. Leonard just waiting for the opportunity. I mean, his game going to speak.
And there you have it. Out of the man's mouth, Leonard. Hopefully you'll see him on a TV screen near you next fall. This is Terrell Butcher for Force Sports. Thank you.